Right.
Still draft those guys.
All right. Now we're doing the mock draft.
Hey.
All right. So we're going to do it a little different, I think. Maybe I don't know how we did it last time. But basically where we're at is I found this mock draft. This was, I think it was Monday night when I was prepping. So
nice.
way before all of the crap hit the fan, right? And things got crazy. So it is a little different, but we're gonna take it as it is, right? So I don't know who this is. I didn't write that down. That was really dumb of me. But first, the Jacksonville Jaguars at number 1, which I think is going to change because they tagged their offensive tackle. So I don't know what's going on with that.
Cam Robinson.
but I don't know if they're going to take offensive linemen now, but things will change. We'll see. We'll see.
They need
Anyways,
to protect their guy.
Jacksonville Jaguars take Evan Neal, offensive lineman out of Alabama. That puts the Detroit Lions on the clock with everything there in front of them. So what I have on your guys' paper, and I think I gave you guys pens. If you need to borrow, you can. I want you guys to write in who you would take in this scenario, and then we'll get into it. I'll tell you guys who they took, and then I'll go through all the way down to where we're at here. Trev, you want to write yours in there on the paper? All right. So the Lions. So this mock draft, personally, he had it in here, and his picks in. He took Aiden Hutchinson, edge out of Michigan. This is what he says. He says the Lions could really use an edge rusher, and Hutchinson has cemented himself. I don't know why that was a harder word for me than it should have been, as the best one in this class. It's a bonus that he'll get to play in his home state. Moving on, Texans take Ekwonu, offensive lineman out of NC State. Jets took Kyle Hamilton at 4. Giants, Charles Cross at 5. We got the first quarterback off the board at 6 with the Panthers taking Kenny Pickett. Thibodeau falls to 7 for the Giants.
Pickett.
Falcons went corner. Broncos, which this is what I'm talking about. They have them taking Malik Willis. That's not happening. To the Seahawks.
You don't
That's
think so?
the question. I don't know. But that's why
Yeah.
I couldn't find a mock draft in time for this. Anyways, moving down. First wide receiver off the board. Garrett Wilson to the Giants. Commanders went quarterback. Desmond Ridder. Moving on down, I'm just gonna throw a couple in. If you guys have questions of where they land, let me know. Couple names here. Eagles took David Ajabo at 16. Chargers took Jordan Davis at 17. Treylon Burks went to the Eagles at 19. Another quarterback off the board, Matt Corral, went to the Steelers at 20.
They need one.
Nakobe Dean, Raiders at 22. George Karlaftis went to the Cowboys at 24. Any other names worth mentioning here? Oh, yep, there's a good one. Daxton Hill, Kansas City at 30. Also, another one that I thought was interesting was Bernard Raymond, who's the offensive lineman out of Central Michigan. He went 29 to the Dolphins.
Yeah, good athlete.
It is a good athlete, and I think that's a great pick for them.
I think he got a little exposed at the Senior Bowl, but he'll be a good long-term fit.
And Jamison Williams to the Bills, too.
Oh, did I miss that? Yeah. No, that's
Chris
a
Olave
good
to the Packers.
Whoa.
I just feel like Chris Olave in the Packers system, most dangerous wide receiver. I mean,
I would be very excited.
yeah,
So,
I hope that doesn't happen.
Bengals took Zion Johnson, offensive lineman out of Boston College. That puts the Lions on the clock. I'm not going to tell you guys who the pick is. I want you guys to write in here. So, obviously, you have a pick between 32 and 34. We're just going to pretend that everybody on the board is available in both these picks, just for the sake of the funness, I guess. Fun stuff.
This is a tough pick.
All right. So some of the sorry, what were you gonna say?
We can't take somebody that this mock draft has already taken. So I did kind of have a best available on the second sheet. I don't know if you guys saw that. Quarterbacks, you got Sam Howell, Carson Strong, Bailey Zappi. Wide receivers, you got Sky Moore, Jahan Dotson, Jalen Tolbert, George Pickens, David Bell, all on the board. The best and only worth running back taken high is Kenneth Walker. He's still available. Andrew Booth at corner. Jalen Petrie, who's kind of a hybrid safety corner. Kyrie Elam, Kyler Gordon, all
Safeties,
corners.
Lewis Sine, Brisker,
Yep.
linebackers, Asamoah Chenal, Christian Harris, Chad
Muma, Devontae Wyatt at defensive lineman, Travis Jones, Logan Hall, Kingsley. You guys have it there in front of you. There's some players available. What I want you guys to do is give us your perfect pair, if you will. If you guys were in charge, Who would you take? Let me know when your picks are in, and we'll get this thing rolling here.
At 32 and 34, you're saying?
32 and 34.
Got it.
So I mean, Trav, go here's the pen. I'm gonna actually give my picks now. All right, does that work for you guys?
Yeah, go ahead. I'd love to hear that.
My picks in at 32. I'm gonna go with Lewis Seen, safety out of Georgia.
Safety.
I think he might be the best safety in the draft.
Man, he showed out well.
I really do. Now, I'm nervous at how well he did in the combine. I think it might raise his stock that this type of thing might not come into place. I really like what I saw, but at the same time, I was just arguing earlier on that, I don't know. Maybe the Georgia Bulldogs, just the unit was so good, maybe they overplay. Anyways, I like what I saw, and I think he showed pretty well. At 34, my next pick is in. I'm going to go with Christian Harris, linebacker out of Alabama.
Man, he showed out, didn't he?
So, he showed out well. I liked him. I really like him now. I think he performed very well in all the measurables. I know, I was thinking wide receiver. I'm not there yet. I think we'll get into that next week with the depth at wide receiver, where I'm okay with just going defense, and really start building the core that we kind of already talked about earlier on. Anybody have their pick in?
Mine are in.
Yeah.
All right. We just got a compliment for our logo. Thank you, guys. Thanks, the Blackmore family. On vacation, the Blackmore family. Checking in. Thank you, guys. Holy smokes. How's the
Sweet.
weather in Florida? Are you on your way back? No, you're not. It's still Tuesday. What am I thinking? Are you guys in the Keys this week? Let me know. All right.
Sweet.
Micah's pick is
On
in.
your way back.
I love you.
Anyway.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, pick is in.
All right.
And the music.
I also went with Lewis Seen with the 32nd pick. The magnifying glass was on that man like white on rice in that game versus Michigan. And that dude showed out exactly what you said. It's hard for me to imagine anyone better than him right now, but only time will tell. I think he's going to be a fun player to watch in the secondary no matter what team he goes to. I think he's going to be on a lot of highlight reels.
Yeah. I think if you don't sign or re-sign Tracy Walker, which I guess even if you do, it wouldn't hurt to have him both, but that's who I'm going with. What's
And
your
my second
34?
pick is in. 34th, yes. I'm going with Jahan Dotson. Okay, so
Interesting.
I went wide receiver, and I think with your 34th pick, I don't think you can really do a whole lot wrong. As long as you fill a need with a top-tier athlete at this pick, you're not going to do anything wrong. You're not going to hurt your team. And for me, when I look across the league with this year, last year, what?
You can't do anything wrong with a second-round pick.
Lions have done a lot wrong with second round
okay.
picks. Sorry.
Man,
guys.
don't get me
All right,
fired
all
up.
right,
here.
all right.
Maybe Packers fans are
Should we
used
start
to
listing them?
That's
We
a
wanna keep
death
it-
round for us.
We definitely want to keep this under 2 hours.
How
so
about
let's
a
not-
fifth
all right,
round
sorry,
linebacker?
Yeah, okay. You guys know what I mean. Anyways, so when I look around the league at first-year wideouts, second-year wideouts, a lot of these guys need growth, whether they're first round, second round, third round. Rarely do you find a Justin Jefferson who comes out into the league and absolutely performs from day one. And I don't have any problem with, if I were a Lions fan, I don't have any problem with taking a wideout at that 34th pick. They're going to need time.
I wouldn't hate it. That's just where I'm at. I wouldn't hate
Yeah.
it, but I don't think it's necessary either. I could go either way. I don't hate those two picks at all. I really don't.
Quite honestly, you're not going to go out in free agency. You're not going to dump a bunch of money into, a Davonte Adams. You're not going to go looking for a Keenan Allen. But, do what you will with that.
Yeah,
So,
sorry. And I should have said, I actually would take Hutchinson right now at 2. Who did you have at 2? Did you even think about it? Would it to be Hutchinson?
Oh, Hutchinson all day. So back to that point when you said, what do you think as a Lions fan when you saw that Aaron Rodgers signing? The first thing I thought, putting myself in your shoes, I'm going to go get Aiden Hutchinson right now.
And go get him. Go knock him out. Go take his career out, right?
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, like,
I wouldn't hate it.
honestly, like,
I am sick of seeing his smug face, just for the record.
That's the first thing I thought. Like, hey, I'm going to go get a nasty edge guy, and we're going to get after that quarterback in our division.
No, I don't hate that at all. All right, Ryan, Trav, are you guys picks in? Start with
Go
2 as well.
Yeah, I'm the same with you on a. Well, I took Hutch, and then the same with you guys at the first pick in the second round. But
so, is your picking?
Wait, what?
oh yeah, you want me to pick? Yeah, I'm with you on the same on the first 2 picks. Is what I'm getting at. Sorry, I screwed up.
Hear people
Yes.
talk over the
Really?
The
chime
first
in
2
or-
picks. Yeah, I'm with you. Good Lord, I'm trying to
wow.
speed
I
this
love
up for you. I'm going to the 3rd pick. All right,
Who's your 3rd pick?
Devontae Wyatt. I'd say you go back to another defensive lineman. I just don't think you can have enough depth on it, especially in a rebuild. I mean, with contracts coming, I really think that we got to get after Rodgers. So if you can just continue to build that. I know it sounds a little bit weird, but
An elite
why not?
defensive line makes our linebackers way better than they are, and you can get away with having not as good linebackers or just really athletic guys that can just be fast, basically, right?
Exactly.
So that's not a bad way to go. I don't hate building a foundation.
Hey, go get a Devin Bush. He's a little agitated.
Yeah, I don't want to trade for anything right now. Don't trade for anybody. That's my biggest thing. If they're released, come on over. Come on over, baby. Isn't there a song? All right, Ryan, number 2.
Yeah, pick us in. It's Hutch. Nice. You knew I was gonna do that.
32.
Okay,
Is
I
your pick in?
gotta talk about this a little bit because you guys go Lewis sign. I do not, or Seen, whatever.
I think it's seen, but I've heard it both ways.
I do not want to go with the safety. I'm sorry, that's just in the first round to go safety. Just is way too overvalued in my mind for a safety. I want to go pay.
Angry.
I want to go pay for a free agent safety and
That's fair.
just fill that need. Like that, to me, you can have so many guys step in and be good enough.
Like Tyrann Mathieu?
Well, no, because he's gonna be too expensive. But a guy like that, yes, absolutely. I mean, it'd be great to get a guy like that, but
And scene's not that?
I don't think safety makes as much of an impact as that. Same reason I don't want Hamilton, no matter what, or that early in the first round. I want to stay really far away from him.
Man.
I just don't.
Yeah. No, I'm going to trust you on that.
If you look at the
I'm
value,
getting
the
very tempted by
franchise tag.
safeties.
If you look at franchise tagging people, I want to be drafting guys in the first round that are long-term expensive because you're going to get a 5-year deal on this guy. Like the highest paid safety in the league is like $18 million, which is less than Mike Williams just got for wide receiver for the Chargers. You know what I mean? First round,
Yeah.
I want edge, I want quarterback, I want wide receiver, I want high-paying positions.
All right.
So who you going with?
I don't know. That's the problem here. My pick is in. I'm going Sam Howell.
Oh, you made him
Why?
drop his pen.
Yeah, I'm going Sam Howell.
Then you just exact opposite of what you all were arguing earlier. That's just so dumb.
Why is it dumb? You think Jared Goff is a long-term answer?
Don't care. If the mindset is that it's going to take a while, why are we going to waste our time on a quarterback?
Because
You
second,
started
third-year
the draft
quarterbacks.
train.
Because second and third-year quarterbacks, when it's time to win, when you have the talent, that's when you want to capitalize on it. That's why.
And Sam Howell's your guy.
I don't know. See,
That's where the hard part is.
This is the hard part because I don't care. Like what I see
In a
on,
bad quarterback draft,
you got
you're
to stop
reaching
talking
again.
so that I can
I
make my
can't.
point here.
He did bet on the Giants and UCLA.
Yeah, so I have some previous history to understand why
Yeah.
you should not be talking right now.
Oh my gosh, we're gonna bring up those.
Sam Howell, I'm just saying, I like the way he plays. I think he's capable enough. The real talent evaluators are going to learn what's going on, in his head.
What happened
beyond-
this year? type
Exactly.
stuff.
In his brain, like how does he process the game? I don't have enough information to give that kind of evaluation. So that's the hard part. All I'm saying is if he's ready to be the guy, then take him. I think the backup option for me, you know what? The real pick is it's Davonte White.
What?
What was it, 32 or 34?
Well, he did 2 picks because he wasn't fully sold on the Howell pick.
Yeah, because again, that's kind of a cheap one. Like if they think he's a franchise guy,
so
that's going to be long
we did the
term.
chime for a fake pick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because he's that
Wait, is there a
confident in taking
mulligan
Howell.
on there?
there's a mulligan,
How do
guys.
I-
I take it back.
How do I rewind? All right, so you want Devontae Wyatt
I want Devontae Wyatt.
at 32?
Yeah, I think he's the difference maker. He is a freak of an athlete. He's huge,
Is he
Run
edge or
stuffer.
interior?
interior,
Interior. Okay.
and we see what Aaron Donald does in the interior, and I want a legend on the inside like that.
All
All
right.
right, 34.
I'm gonna go pick his in. Chad Muma.
That's yeah.
He loves football.
Yeah.
He loves football.
I almost went him over Christian Harris.
Yeah, they're close for me too. I'd be
I
happy either way.
I feel like what we saw. Sorry, I almost knocked over my beer. I know I'm apologizing, but I feel like if Muma did what Christian Harris did at the combine, I'd be like all on board with a Muma. But it didn't look great for him. But
He ran a 4.7.
The tape is different, and I'm like, I do like him a lot. I really do. In most of the simulators I do, I'm finding a way to get him. So I don't hate any of those picks. But
Okay, and I did not do this by accident. I did that on purpose because I think if you believe in a quarterback, you always take him no matter what because it's that important of a
especially
position.
in the first round, you get that
Yes.
5th year.
You had
That's
him in the
important.
second round, though, just to be.
No,
not
it's
No,
the
that-
first
he
round.
said Howell in the first round.
Yeah,
If
30,
you take Howell.
32nd
I
pick.
thought you went with
That's a
sign
fifth-year
with
option.
the 32nd, and then you went to.
No, I don't want to sign. I would say I do not want a safety in the first
so
round.
you got him at 32nd.
Yeah.
Shoot, because
No,
Yeah.
but I think the theme is we're all on the same page. Invest in the defense still because Devontae Wyatt and the linebackers, Christian Harris or Chad Muma, they're the guys that we're looking at around that late first round, early second round.
can I just
area.
name the second round quarterback since it's so close to a second round quarterback?
Sure.
All right,
it's
2016,
not-
Christian Hackenberg, whatever. I don't know what he's at.
It's not a second round quarterback because it's not a 5th-year option. Go ahead.
I think you could probably name enough first round quarterbacks and have
Yeah,
the
but
same argument.
early first rounds. Like, yeah, I get what you're saying. Like, right, but okay, then Deshaun Kaiser.
Terrible.
Nothing in 2018, 2019. Drew Lock.
Yeah,
Classic.
Heard
terrible.
of him. I think we talked about him earlier.
Hurts, I guess. Well, we're still out there. And
should
then
read the- you should
Kyle
read the sixth
Kyle
rounders.
Trask. Like
You should read the 6th round quarterbacks.
Brady.
If you believe in the guy, I'm telling you, you just need
You
to
just
take him.
him.
But like you guys are talking about rebuilding and building depth.
It doesn't matter.
Like it does matter. Like
The one reason why, and
insanity.
look, I agree. If you believe in a quarterback, you take him. But right here and now, I'm just like, don't start your own clock. This regime, we talked about
Yes.
the regime as a whole.
Thank
we
you.
talked about how you don't want to fire them quick. As soon as you take a quarterback in the first round, even second round,
That's a clock. Good
that's
point.
starting your clock. That is where you're buying in.
If you miss
and
out
you're in.
on an Aaron Rodgers because you didn't want to start the clock yet,
Aaron Rodgers.
that's messed up. If you miss out on a Tom Brady because you didn't want to start the clock, it's messed up.
And that's why we're
you take the
not
guy
getting
if he's
paid
there.
to do it.
Exactly.
But
And
like,
we
you
don't-
understand our argument, though, right?
100%, which is the reason I brought this up. But again, quarterback, it does not. We don't have enough information to make that decision. It's all about the guy's brain. It's how he processes the game. He's got to be built differently.
When he said
He's
Aaron
interesting.
Rodgers and Tom Brady, what were you shaking your head at? Like missing
Because-
out on something like that?
I'm sorry, but even Aaron Rodgers, when the run went, was in a whole different ball game than the quarterbacks in this class.
That's a good point.
When was he drafted?
24th overall or
24th, I
something.
think. But it was
A
all right. He's
run.
going to be drafted either number 1 or
Yeah.
24.
So
yeah.
what?
Yeah. So
it wasn't
what
like-
is a huge deal? Like
No, he was the second quarterback off the board that year,
Second
I believe,
quarterback off the
rather than
board.
the 4th or 5th.
So what?
it's a little different.
How many teams
I don't
didn't
disagree
get
with
him
you,
and wish
Ryan.
they did?
I do not disagree with you. Like if
No,
you
you're
really
disagreeing.
if you really believe in him that much, fine. But what is the point of this regime
Yes.
believing fully in a quarterback right now?
If they
when
do-
they have so many other pieces,
If they
clearly.
do and they take Sam Howell, I will find a way to be on board. Trust me, I will.
If
but
they-
right now, from the outside perspective,
Mitchell Trubisky.
from what I see, I'm like, no, it doesn't seem worth starting the clock right now. I would rather wait and find just as good of a quarterback down the road.
So would I.
So
That's
earlier,
where I'm at, and that's where you landed the plane.
earlier
too.
you were talking about that we have to continue to get wins. The Lions have to continue to get wins, right? Like we want to see improvement every year. Like 7 wins next year, like sweet. Right? You did say that.
That's just an ideal template of how it's going to work out.
So you're going to have a backup quarterback that's never going to get into the game, sitting there and doing what in what growing in what way?
Oh,
and
then
we're just going
to
You're talking about
Rodgers.
Patrick Mahomes though.
It's a little different, but for me, I don't want to take that quarterback until he's ready to play. Like he's our quarterback day one right away because I look at the rookie thing and it's probably like post-traumatic stress disorder type stuff.
Postpartum.
Either way, it's depression.
But he has so many damn kids.
I probably would have said the same thing.
But you know what I mean? But like we were the last team to take a quarterback and not have that rookie cap. We were the last team to take a wide receiver so high and not get that rookie cap. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, I want that rookie cap and I want to take that to where it is because that has a lot to do with.
Fifth year is a good point.
That
Ryan.
is the difference in. I mean, outside of Brady and I guess Peyton Manning, like who wasn't on a rookie contract that won a Super Bowl in recent history?
Yeah.
Like it's either Brady,
Stafford.
it's either one of the greatest or
recent history,
or one of the greatest or a guy on a rookie quarterback or a rookie contract.
Yeah,
I just said
But
no, I agree.
I
which is
one of
why
the
I do
greatest.
agree with
I said one of the greatest,
fifth.
so that includes
Oh, okay.
Matthew Stafford, right?
No, I want one of the.
But I
greatest.
just don't know if it's
I do
yet.
too.
We do have another first round pick in the next year, so it's like. But yeah, I guess if you're fully bought into somebody, that's tough. But is there somebody else you can be fully bought into next year and still have that 5th year when you're a little more established?
Absolutely,
I'm done.
and it comes down to Brad Holmes.
We got to
trust
move.
him.
We got to move.